recap last weekend's rival day, vote for your top plays of the week, and Scott has some winning tips for 2K Pro-Am. Plus, a chance to earn some VC with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a young sucker wanna pull them. Even if a young sucker wanna meet the sun.
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
Always difficult. The fourth game in 5 days is a real challenge, not only physically, but mentally. You have to stay sharp. Guys have to be attentive. And then you need everybody to play at a good level. Otherwise, you struggle.
Yeah, and it's easy to become a rudderless ship in a game like this. It's when leadership really comes into play. You need those one or two guys who can keep the team focused and moving in the right direction.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Craig Monroe is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Carter Williams in at the one spot. Inside, and Parker with the block. 4-on-3 break. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
And Milwaukee has possession, following the score by Golden State. It's Parker with the drive. That's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry, wide open, buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Parker against Green, and that one's good. Parker. Now Curry. 38 points for him. Last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Monroe against Bogut. A drive by Monroe, and the layup is good.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Golden State ball. Warriors leading by 4. Curry passes to Bogut. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Green after the basket by Milwaukee, and the basket good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte. Here's Monroe, drills the baseline jumper.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Now here's Carter Williams after the miss from Stephen Curry. Bogut against Monroe. The 11-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Monroe's got 6 points. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson. Mayo into the lane. Here's Carter Williams. And the rejection by Ezeli. And the pass to Vaughn. The Bucks working the ball around. Out left to the wing. Tries yet again. That doesn't go either for Carter Williams. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
Yes, guys, he said they'll be trying to exploit their athleticism and explosiveness, looking to drive the lane and finish with force. He told me that's what the fans came to see, and that's one of our strengths. So no question, we want to get to the rack. Kevin, no surprises there.
Thanks again, Doris.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Right wing. It's Mayo on the wing. Mayo missing again. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against Charlotte.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Pass to Vaughn. Henson with the screen. Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room. Just 5 on the clock. And nothing but hair on that one. And we heard from John Henson before the game. A player on the rise. He feels he still...
Defensively, offensively.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
I like that. Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala, the 3, with Barnes, the stretch 4. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low. It's Parker with the drive. And it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes dishes to Livingston. And he lobs it up. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Middleton kicks to Parker. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Takes the 13-footer. Livingston passes to Barnes. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Screen by Monroe. There's the double team with Bogut. Parker left side. From 11 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Livingston, no luck.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And he should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The 3-ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Curry dishes to Bogut. Parker against Curry. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 9.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential, except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
Kicks it to Parker. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into.
Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Carter Williams comes in for Chris Middleton. Curry passes to Green. Bogut with a clean look. And the officials call a traveling violation. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. Second, the Warriors.
Talking about block shots. You want block shots? Talk to these guys. They've done a terrific job this year in that category. Outstanding.
To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. Milwaukee also making some changes. O'Brien, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Mayo in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is good. And it's 6 points for Michael Carter-Williams.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And again,